Mr. Nova, Mr. Nova,
What up? What up? What up?
Mr. Nova.
You silly girl.
And you see, you can't tell I'm Katie's sister, but
Ah, you
if I
stupid.
can get somebody to work with these pipes since I done picked up some weight, I could actually make a number one hit song. I know I can. I'll be putting down the lyrics and putting down ooh, the
the whole
pipes. Ooh,
the whole shebang, right? You gonna do the whole shebang?
we, we, was good.
Ain't much, man. Just my apologies. My headspace has been a little messed up this week.
Hey, you gotta get it. You gotta take care of you now.
Yeah, yeah. So other than that, I'm fine, man. Just working, trying to be staying creative,
That's right.
in the gym, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I know. I saw you. What was that? 380, 285?
285, yeah.
Gracious. I was like, that's more than me.
Yeah,
Wow. Because I
bro.
mean, I have a hard time lifting myself up the steps, and it's like,
Ah,
you
silly.
like, it was nothing. Well, it was something. It
Oh,
clearly
it was tough. It was
wasn't
tough.
easy,
So,
but you did it. You did that.
yeah,
You did
yeah.
that. You said, don't touch my
Don't touch my. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you do,
He said he's going to do it.
yeah. Let me
Don't
down.
worry about him.
No, we got a rule. We got a rule in our crew is you don't touch it. You know, if it's moving up, don't touch it. If it gets stuck just for a little bit, give them a second.
Right.
But don't touch it. Don't ever touch our bar.
That's dope. That's dope as hell because I could probably not even lift 15 pounds like
Girl,
that.
stop. You know you can lift that. Stop it.
Well, honestly, I'm not, my upper body strength is not like that. I mean, I guess when my adrenaline's rushing, I can do anything, but
Mm-hmm.
on a regular basis, I'm just not that motivated. I'm just not. Like, ow, you want me to run on a treadmill and not go anywhere, but actually go 3 miles?
You know what's funny is that people think that I run. I don't run. I
You
do
don't run?
cardio. No, I do cardio, but I don't run.
What do you do, dance?
No, no. Like I do stuff like stairmaster, treadmill, elliptical, and then
Okay. Yeah, I
then
like
on
running.
leg day. Leg day, I never do. I never do cardio on leg day. There's no point.
Yeah, I definitely like running. Well, more so than working out.
Mm-hmm.
And I can only do it when I'm listening to raunchy females rapping.
Uh-huh.
They motivate me.
Throwing that wop. You know what I'm saying?
Meg the Stallion is like everything right now.
Put Meg on
Like,
there. Get
Meg is
Meg
on
on there.
everybody knows where to go. She's like the female Jay-Z right now. Cause you remember how
Mm-hmm.
Jigga used to be like, nah, it was Dr. Dre that said, who's the doctor they told you to come see when you needed
Right.
help?
She the
Yeah,
one right now.
that's her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
She the
she
one.
got Beyonce and Nicki Minaj on. Yeah,
Yeah. So
I mean,
what?
Cardi ain't as big, but you know what I'm saying. That's
What
huge.
Cardi? Hmm. Well, what the thing with Cardi is, this is how I knew Meg was the one. Because Meg, Cardi and Nicki obviously don't like each other. You know what I
Right.
mean? Um, for Cardi to be like, yeah, I'm gonna do a song with Meg. Meg would sound dope on this. I think that's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Cardi's got that type of heart. People don't want her to be a good person, but I really feel like she is. She's a Libra, first of all. So
Mhm.
that already says she's of the best signs out there, you know,
Dr.
fellow
Bird.
Libra here, you know, you
Dr.
know,
Bird. You go.
yeah. But
Burger.
she's she's a very, very kind individual, and she's very thoughtful and considerate. And I think she's more of a business minded person than to say, well, Meg would be perfect on this song, but she did a song with Nicki Minaj, so I'm not going to do a song with her.
Right.
No, that's not
Cardi.
Cardi.
Cardi don't care nothing about that.
She don't. She really don't. I don't even think she cares about the beef with Nicki, but people wouldn't leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she ever sought out to diss Nicki in any type of way. But Nicki
Oh
kept
no.
begging people to come into the industry, kept begging females to rap, and then when females got in the industry, she got salty.
That which is crazy to me. You know, which I don't know her beef. Like I don't know her beef or what her or the whole ordeal is. I know why. I know it's probably over some like over a Migos song, but in my opinion, it's like, man, Nikki, just it is what it is, Nick. Just let it
It
go.
was before the Migo song, cause she literally like I just feel like it was before that, and I just feel like it was because she was coming out and
Hmm.
she was doing it at a time when Nicki wasn't putting out music.
Right.
And when she did put it out, nobody really liked it like that. I
Well,
actually thought that it was better than a lot of people gave her credit for.
hmm
I thought that one Nicki Minaj album where she did the I think it was the last one she dropped.
yeah, Queen was dope. And the crazy
Yeah.
thing, the thing I didn't understand, I guess the only thing that I didn't understand about that was she had the issue with she had the issue with Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying about selling merch and merch
Oh yeah.
for the
Getting
album.
sales that way.
Yeah, but my thing is this. Like I get it. I know you wanted to have that number one album, Nikki. All right. I
Mm-hmm.
know you did. But at the time, Travis Scott was on fire. Okay. Then he just put out um I forgot the name of the song. The joint that he did with Drake was
Mm-hmm.
on fire. Um he's dating Kylie. you know.
Right.
So it didn't matter when he was gonna drop.
He
He was
couldn't lose.
gonna have the number like regardless, he was going to have the number one album in America that week. It was going to happen. It was set up for him to have it, regardless,
Right.
Nick.
And
So
that's the way I look at it. And it's like you gotta learn how to play the game. You can't like I got mad. I lost the contest one time because this dude, he wasn't funnier than me, but he did other people's jokes.
right,
And they didn't,
they
they
didn't
didn't
know.
mark it for that. I knew it wasn't his,
Right.
but they treated it like it was, and he won the contest, and I was so mad. I was like, but he's not funnier than me, and he's just always stealing people's jokes. And it's like, but you know what, Tyra? You still have to be funnier than that.
Mm-hmm.
You still have to be funnier than that. That is okay. That's the game. He steals jokes, but he wins contests. What do
Right.
you? If either you gonna start stealing jokes or you gonna stop bitching about it.
Right.
One or the other. So if you don't like, Travis Scott selling merchandise to get extra sales for the albums, then, or if you can't beat them, join them. Why didn't you offer something extra? Your barbs would have came through.
But you know what? Though, I know she wanted the number one album, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Nikki, hear me out. She probably gonna see this and probably never work with me ever again if this was the ever. Whenever this garners to everybody watching, right?
Right.
At that time, Nick, you wasn't out. You didn't put out an album in 4 years, right? People waited on you for four years, Nick. They waited for you for 4 years. You put out an album after 4 years, and you got the number two slot. I don't know anybody in this day and age that can put out an album after 4 years and come back and get the number two spot. You know what I'm saying? Against
Like, forget
somebody who,
everything that's going on right now, and I'm back.
yeah,
You come in
I,
at number two.
that's not happening in this day and age. So in my eyes, and then on top of her being a female at that time, in my eyes, that's a win for you.
Right.
You know,
But I
that's a win.
really don't understand how she ain't had a number one by herself. Like, I'm not the biggest Nicki Minaj fan. I liked her a whole lot more before she got salty when all the other females came in. I still refuse to say I'm not a Nicki Minaj fan because I love too much of her music. I
All
just
right.
wish she would play nice. I just wish she would play nice and welcome the other girls in and be more humble. Because it's like
Mm-hmm.
Your body is really what got you here. Your body and the fact that you stole Left Eye's flow, but that's neither here nor there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh my God. So all of
Yeah,
that to
yeah,
me,
she
and
came
nobody
in.
really says anything about it. Like it's cool. To me, it's not cool. You don't give that girl no credit. And if she was alive, she would have ripped you upside down from you
Mm,
trying to rap like her and not giving her no credit. If she was alive to do it, she would have ripped her up. Period.
I honestly believe that she probably would have did a record with Left Eye though, if they were alive. I think because
Would have had to.
I would say during Death Row days, she probably would have felt the way. You know what I'm saying? During Lisa's Death Row days, God rest her soul. But after she had, because she went on a trip for peace. You know what I'm saying? So she probably would have embraced Nicki. I think she would have embraced Nicki because the only person that didn't embrace her was Kim. That's we all know why. We all know why Kim didn't embrace it.
Right. And I don't blame Kim for that either. I,
Okay.
only reason why is because I did watch a few Nicki interviews where she was asked who she influenced by, and she refused to say, "Look, Kim."
Mm-hmm.
And it was BS because you took all of her styles, all of her clothes, all of her everything,
Mm-hmm.
and redid it. No, you can't just not mention her. You have to pay homage because right now you stole her whole.
That's the thing. She bigged up Foxy a lot. I really think that Kim had a problem with. You want to know why I truly believe? I
Because
think Kim.
she gave Foxy too much credit.
Mm-hmm. I think that's why she had. I think that's why she was tight about Nicki. I think so because I don't think.
Why Foxy gets so much respect because she wasn't all of that. She had a few good hits, but she
Well,
didn't have
Foxy.
no. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing about Foxy though is Foxy's pen was crazy. Like obviously it's on record that Jay wrote like a couple songs. I think he wrote her singles, but that was it. You know what I'm saying? But like even to this day, Foxy's ain't no verse.
Mm-hmm.
It's still one of the hardest. Excuse me. It's still one of the hardest verses I've ever heard in my life by a female artist. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me take that back. Let me not categorize it. Just now, instead of from a female artist, just one of the hardest verses I've heard ever. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember like being like,
But did she write it?
yeah, she wrote that. She wrote that. Yeah, she wrote that one. That one she wrote
Yeah,
that.
I thought Jay wrote that.
Nah, Jay didn't write that one.
I'm one of them people.
Jay,
I ain't giving you no credit if you ain't write it.
yeah,
I can
Jay,
never.
Jay. I think Jay wrote "I'll Be Good," and he might have wrote "Take You Home." I think those were the two that he wrote. But Foxy wrote everything. Now, I could be wrong about those two, but I think I could be
Right.
wrong.
But
But
did
yeah, the first, yeah.
I mean, and I like Foxy. I love the fact that she was brown, coming
Mm-hmm.
in the industry, all brown and pretty, melanin popping, making brown skin girls pop,
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely love Fox when she came in. I just don't like anybody that doesn't know how to show a humble side. If
Right.
I feel like you think you are bigger than the industry, or bigger than the world, then I'm probably not gonna like you at all because
Yeah.
this doesn't sit right with me. Everybody, like even on my movie, I made it clear to everybody, the star is no more important than the extra.
Right.
Everybody is equal kill, even kill on this set. This ain't no Hollywood set where they make the extras feel like crap and make the people who ain't principals feel like they got the starve and they can't. Everybody gets treated the same, including me.
Mm-hmm.
It
Right.
ain't no little you. And so when I see other people with privilege and with platforms act that way, it's a total turnoff to me. Like, no, thank you. It's like, no, you need to come back down to reality
Right.
and realize people have feelings and I don't like that. So she
I
begged
agree.
for competition all them years and then got it and got salty with everybody. It's like, no, you can't do that, Nikki.
Yeah, you can't do that. Like, she showed a couple love, but you gotta You got to show everybody. Like,
She
you
was
don't
showing
have to.
love after the fact to prove that it wasn't that she was being a hater towards Cardi B. She wasn't showing nobody love before that. Before people was calling her a hater. Then she like, okay, let me get on a song with Meg so I can prove to people that I can work with females. It was like some,
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I peeped that, you know, and she loved, like, obviously she showed love. Meg showed love. She showed love to Meg. I even saw the Instagram live to where Meg got on there and she fanned out for Nicki. Like, she completely turned stand on the live, and I was like, I can look at Meg and say that was genuine, and I think Nicki saw that it was genuine too. Like, even with the Cardi, when they was having their issues, I remember
Mhm.
even Cardi was like on her live saying, like, sis, like, I grew up like
Listening to you.
listening to
I
you.
love you. I love it. Right. That's how I knew it wasn't Cardi, but Cardi's not gonna kiss nobody's ass. That's
That's
the
a fact.
thing. It's like I can respect you, but at the end of the day, if I feel like you shading me, bitch, I'm not saying nothing else to you because you done showed me the wrong way,
That's
and
a
that's
fact.
the way Cardi is, and that's what I love and respect about her. She was straight up on her live. She was like, I grew up listening to Nicki Minaj. Who didn't want to, emulate that, and then you come in the industry, you act like, you better than somebody. And, I get it. I get both sides, but really at the end of the day, if Nicki was more welcoming to females in the industry, like she said she was,
Mhm.
like she's accepting awards. Hey, ladies, if you guys want to come and give me some competition,
I'm, I'm supposed to be.
I
I'm
have more than
supposed to
I
be.
enjoy that,
I'm
so
supposed. I'm supposed to be neutral in all of this. I'm
I mean,
supposed to be.
and you have been. You're just giving your honest opinion. And I just, like I said, I love Nicki. I love Meg. I love Cardi. I love all of them.
I love them
Mulatto.
all, yo. I
I
love
love
them.
them all.
I think they're all great.
Except for Doja Cat. Doja Cat can kiss my ass, and she's getting way too much
Yeah,
airplay, and I don't like that
yeah.
because I'll be bopping in the truck, and I'll be like, oh, Doja Cat, I got turn that off.
You
It's
know,
no
you know,
airplay in this
you know
truck.
what upsets me about the whole Doja Cat thing is she can really rap, like, really, really, really
I
good.
feel about Tory Lanez.
You know what I'm saying? And now I'm like, that happened. It's like, dang. Then with
That's
the
how I
whole
feel about
Tory,
Tory Lanez. Like, why would you do that? That's how I feel about R. Kelly. Like, why would you do that? Like,
yeah,
why would
it's
you
just
do that?
it's just certain things that happen that we can't.
Let go.
Yeah,
I can't
like,
support you now. In certain things I can, but like if all of his victims was grown women, then I'm supporting him because y'all was grown and y'all chose that life.
yeah,
Y'all
but
knew one, y'all was too smart going in, but it's just too much.
I
But
could never, I will never understand the R. Kelly situation just for the simple fact of, bro, you have grown women of all ethnicities ready to drop draws for you.
it's the purity of it.
Yeah, and you chose to fool with some little girls.
Yeah, it's the purity of it. Them people are sick. They don't see a grown woman as being. And then too, you got to understand he was illiterate. He's
Mm-hmm.
illiterate, so he's not
Yeah.
even thinking on a grown man's level all the way.
Right.
If you can't read and write, then you can't enrich your mind.
Right. Right.
You,
You're right.
you're pretty much going to be at that intellectual level of not knowing how to read if you're not trying to learn anything else.
Right.
And this boy was clearly abused as a child, so he didn't know how to love back. So I'm
Right.
not
Right.
making no excuses for him. I'm just saying I understand how it happened, and it didn't happen without the approval of the parents. Because where is
Yeah.
your 13-year-old daughter and you know she's at R. Kelly's house and won't come home and you didn't call the police?
Yeah. That's
I
how.
don't understand that logic.
I don't
I'm
understand.
beating down doors. I'm calling the goons. We coming over. Oh,
That's
you coming out of there.
right.
Oh,
Yep.
you coming out. So he couldn't have done that without their permission. So I can't fully blame him without throwing blame on the parents too. You're
Mm-hmm.
responsible for your child. I don't care what he said he was doing for her.
I
I don't
agree.
care. You're not spending the night.
I agree with that. I do. I agree with that. It's like with the whole Michael Jackson thing back in the day. Like, they set Mike up. You know, like, we knew Mike didn't touch them kids. I know Mike didn't touch them kids. But like their parents would just Jack. It messed me up that their parents really set their kids up to actually, you know what I'm saying, that jack his name up just because, you know, Mike started to tell this like his side and his truth about, you know, what they doing to him in the music business. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Right.
it's always when something like big comes out, or you know, if there's an issue, if they have an issue with the music business, they decide to say they're not happy, and then all of a sudden Mike touch kids. It's like, man, stop, bro. Like we know
Right.
Mike was weird. We know Mike was weird. We ain't touching them kids, fam. You
You
know
know
what I'm
how I
saying?
knew he didn't touch him?
Mm.
Because when the British guy, I forget his name, that did the little, that followed him for a couple of months and interviewed him and did the little documentary,
Mm-hmm.
he asked him if he was ever in the bed with kids. And
Yeah.
Mike said yes. We watch movies, we drink warm milk, and we eat cookies. And you know, and I said, okay, he ain't touched some kids because ain't no
That's
molester
right.
gonna admit to being in the bed with no doggone kids. They
Fact.
not gonna admit it.
They're not gonna admit that.
They are not about to admit that. And I said, and he said it just so yes,
Like
of
it was
course.
second nature to him.
He's like,
Like
of course, we have a lot of fun. We play pillow fights, we wrestle, we watch movies, we eat cookies, and then we go to sleep.
mm-hmm.
So, you know, my kid ain't gonna be over there, not because I think he's a molester, but because you just don't let no child, for me, not
And
man.
right,
Not man's. I understand you ain't really had no childhood. I get that. But
right,
mine can't come over and spend the night. They can
right.
go to Never Land, but they got to come home to
With me.
my land when it's over with. You
And
know,
they
but
got
I get it. And them people, you know,
and supervision is required. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Off of
Oh, they will not be getting dropped off. Oh no, that's not happening.
no,
Where
no,
are
that's
we going? You know,
right.
just because. I mean, because people talk about the sex offender registry. I ain't never looked at it. I don't trust nobody because
Mm-hmm.
I know it only includes the people who have been convicted.
Exactly.
The people
It
who ain't
doesn't.
getting
It
voted
doesn't.
on ain't on that list. So why would I even think it's a valid? It's an invalid list. It's only like 23% of sex offenders on the list. Like
Mm-hmm.
you ain't
Because
doing
all the
nothing.
other ones ain't got caught yet, and some of them are in high places and will never get caught. You know what I'm saying?
Hello. That's why I said that's the biggest crock ever. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what you can do is give me a domestic violence registry. That's some stuff that can really help somebody because a woman might not know if the guy she's dealing with is capable of choking her up on the refrigerator. You know, so that's a registry that can definitely benefit people.
That is absolutely correct because you know,
Give me a
I,
bad weed man registry.
right.
Well, you know, let me know who got that dump. Who be talking about it's that loud, girl, it's that loud, and it don't be loud,
It'd
it be
be
quiet.
quiet. It'd be quiet in his mouth, boy.
Whispering.
Be quiet as a
Was she
church mouse.
super minute?
Right. My new volume is on 0.
Right.
So
So
that
what?
ain't no lie.
So where are we? Where are you right now on the Breonna Taylor situation? Where is your head on that whole?
Daniel Cameron's a joke. None of them cops should be arrested. I think it's a joke that Mike Hankerson, how about Hankerson? I don't even know his first name. I forgot. But huh?
I think it's Brett. I could be
Brett,
wrong.
yeah, Brett. I think it's crazy that he is being charged for endangering the neighbors than murdering Breonna Taylor. That
Be clear. The white neighbors, not the
yeah,
black.
the white neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Like, never mind the black neighbors. Never mind. Never
Kenneth
mind.
Walker,
Yeah,
Breonna
never
Taylor.
mind Kenneth Walker. Like, the whole thing stinks. You know, and then what's crazy is one of my boys was a cop. He quit. He quit the LMPD. He's still a cop, but he quit the LMPD. You know what I'm saying? He let me know that they just oust 3 Boogaloo boys from LMPD. So it's like, who's to say that they weren't Boogaloo boys that killed Breonna?
Who's to say? Like they've been. Listen. I know from my friend that used to work for LMPD that they do lie detector tests and they ask the race question, but it's clearly not a disqualifying factor for LMPD.
Facts.
You
I
can
agree.
be racially biased and still be assigned in a area where you're biased.
Exactly.
Like half of the officers that work for LMPD don't even live in Jefferson County. They
That's
live in other counties, and that's not
and that,
right.
and that doesn't make any sense to me. Why are cops patrolling the communities that we live in, and they're not from here? They don't know the lingo. They don't know what is what. You know what I'm saying? That's why. That's how Yaya got killed. God rest his soul. That's how Yaya got killed. It was like people say it was National Guard. It was a cop. It was a cop that came down there with the National Guard completely unannounced. Yeah, all right, cool. We had they had a curfew, so what? You know, we know what goes, you know, everybody that knows about the West know that
Mhm.
26 and Broadway don't give a damn about no curfew. We chilling, we not bothering nobody. And you bring the National Guard down there with cops
In the town.
unannounced, completely unannounced. Yaya would still be alive if y'all just left the West End alone. The hell with the
And not
curfew.
only and not only that, why would you change your ammunition from rubber bullets to real bullets when
Live
you come
bullet.
to the West End?
With exactly. What did y'all hear about the West End? Because we grew up
No,
there. Yeah,
they knew exactly what it was, and it was probably one of them.
I wouldn't have been surprised.
It was probably one of them because the females on LMPD, like the one that they said that the one that burned up, they said that she was nasty. My son knows her sister,
Mm.
and she says her whole family's racist, including the one that burned up. So that wasn't nothing but
That was
chickens
that was
coming home to roost.
to me, that was an opportunity for them. That's what it was to me. Like, I feel like the Brianna situation was an opportunity. You know, like it's just all of it smells like corruption to me. Like, man, I don't call him Mayor Greg Fisher. I call him Mayor Fishy. He fishy to me. Daniel Cameron, you're an
Like,
Oreo. You know what I'm saying? You are a freaking. You didn't even present at the least. You didn't present manslaughter.
no.
At the very least,
He
she couldn't
decided
even.
on his own that it wasn't worth pursuing. And you got to understand that he was very pro cop when
Very
he was
much.
elected. And I don't know what black people was thinking giving him their vote. They voted him in,
You know why they made that vote, because he was black.
but they didn't look up nothing. If they'd have Googled his name, they'd have seen him standing there cheesing with Trump.
Man, you could look. Not, I don't even mean to be funny, but you could look at that man's hairline and tell he ain't one of us.
Like you already know, like he allergic to a damn hairline.
He
Like
allergic
you
to, he
cannot
looked like
clean me up.
he look. I seen my homegirl Didi sent me a DM the other day of him. Like, I don't know if it was real, but it was like it was a meme of him sitting in the barber chair at Supercuts. No black man or no black woman is getting their hair done at Supercuts.
No, they call it ebony hair.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't get in my head calling it ebony hair. My name Tara.
You
No,
can't.
no,
No,
no, no.
not happening.
It ain't
Black,
going down.
it ain't going down, man. So see, he's just. I don't know what people he was thinking. He's Mitch's pet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
Right.
know what people thought that what they was gonna get out of damn kid Daniel Cameron. I could look when I seen him, like in high when he got elected. I'll say he ain't one of us. He's like,
No.
who's
I was
that?
telling people don't vote for him. And I remember it was a few activists and a few other people that came out and was excited when he was, oh my God, I'm so proud of him. Like, you
Okay.
didn't vote for him, did you? Why not? Like, dude, did you do any research at all? You would have known
No,
this is not our guy.
they
It's
did
not
no.
him. I don't care if you went to school with him or nothing. If you went to school with him, then you know he was different.
Yeah, you. He was absolutely not our guy. Like
No.
when I seen him, I said, nah, he ain't it. He ain't the one. He ain't it. He's like Ben Carson in a sense. Like, Ben is a phenomenal surgeon, right? Ben Carson was an amazing surgeon. But he ain't one of us. He ain't finna.
And he was put in charge of the department that used to house the people who would bully him. He hated Section 8. He hated the projects, right? He was bullied by black people. So no, he does not see himself as that. And
No.
if I was gonna put Daniel Cameron up, I don't think it's fair to put him on the level of Ben Carson because he is a brilliant brain surgeon.
Ben,
But
ben Carson is brilliant.
definitely fits the level of Clarence Thomas
I
because
agree.
he consistently lets us down.
I agree.
Consistently.
I
And
agree
in
with
fact, Monique, I don't think she would have won her. I think it was Gorsuch or Kavanaugh that actually gave Monique the winning vote to where Netflix has to open their books to her lawyers. And
Really?
yeah, it went all the way to the Supreme Court. She won.
Wow.
They was trying to have it thrown out, and they was like, no. And now,
Okay.
so they're gonna settle out of court. You're hearing a couple of months that they settled out of court because Netflix ain't about to open them books. Because
Oh
if
no,
they
no,
open
no.
them books, then that's gonna open the door for more lawsuits for
Ne-
racial
Netflix
discrimination.
Netflix is under fire anyway because of that whole cuties thing.
Let me tell you that now I have to do my review on cuties, but Netflix needs to be under fire.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, that was a black female, that was her first film
Yeah.
director. So she was very excited. The movie came out a couple of years ago over in France, and it
Right.
was just coming to America. But
Mm.
Netflix created this whole different poster, didn't show it to her, she didn't approve it at all.
Right.
And they just use that, for the advertising, which of course looked like the strippers are coming. It was definitely inappropriate. And I kept hearing all of these people talking about it, talking about it. Oh, it's inappropriate. And have you watched it? No, I would not watch anything like that because I'm like, but you got to give it a chance. So I'm
Right.
I'm watching it, thinking that everything has truly been blown out of proportion, and I'm going to watch it and give my honest opinion. And when I got finished watching it, I was very angry
Mm-hmm.
because some of it was blown out of proportion, a lot of it was not. Um, it wasn't the dances they were doing for me, it was the cinema photography. It's like I've watched Miss Diana and the Dancing Dolls on, We TV or whatever, and they dance and they buck and they do all the little dances, twerk and all of that stuff. But I have never seen so many little baby toes. Like, why do you have the camera right there
Right.
on her butt, on her midsection?
Right. That's OD.
Like, why is that necessary? We
Right.
can see what she's doing even if you zoom out.
Right. That's why
So
I'm like.
it was a few too many of those for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like the story itself, it was a few things, but that was the main thing that really was appalling to me. It was
They,
like, no, you don't need to be putting that camera all up on these little girls like that. But I also have to understand this was France, and
right.
what they consider decent is
Inappropriate.
totally different than what we consider decent. They
Exactly.
like have whole penises in their movies and TV shows.
Basically, yeah.
It's really nothing to them. Nudity is nothing to them. So, but I personally did not care for the cinema photography, but the story wasn't horrible. But that was the main thing that upset me.
Right.
Have you watched it at all?
I haven't watched it. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta be honest. I was one of those folks that was like, "Oh, is it that bad?" You know,
Right. I mean,
because
you
it's
just
not something
really
I would be.
gotta see for yourself. Like
Yeah, it's
like
not.
and
It's,
you I think you'll see what I'm talking about. It was only like 4 or 5 times, but that was enough for me. And I felt like if it was a pedophile watching it, they probably did get some enjoyment out of watching it because
yeah.
of the cinema photography. And you didn't have to do that.
Right.
That was totally to me inappropriate. But the storyline was not bad. There was another situation that made me upset. She was talking to her grandmother, and the grandmother was telling her she started her period. And the grandmother was telling her that when she started her period, her family took her to her husband. and they wrapped her in a cloth, and revealed her to the husband, and the husband was pleased, and he showed her to his brothers, his father, and his uncles, and his friends. And she said it was a joyous occasion, and I want the same thing for you.
That's a little OD. That
I
is,
was like,
that is
see, they was Muslim. You see what I'm saying? And she was rejecting the whole Muslim faith because she saw her mother, basically, she saw the women in ratty clothes or whatever. Her father was about to marry another woman, and her mother had to deal with it. They was all gonna live in the same house. But she was treating the new woman like a princess, had a room all made up like a princess or whatever. The mother was stressed about it, but lying to people, saying that she was okay with it. And she was
right.
like, I don't really like this lifestyle. Why do we have to be, you know, why does he get to have another wife? So she
Right.
was really looking for her mother to do something, and she wouldn't, and she just started acting out. I mean, the girl attempted murder and everything. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was
Wait,
a lot. Like,
in
I
this
was ready to
movie?
whoop her butt. Same
In this,
movie. I was
dang.
ready to spank her. Yeah, you need to watch it. I think everybody needs to watch it at least once, if for nothing else, to support that woman, because she was receiving death threats and hadn't even seen the poster.
Mm,
And I just really don't feel like it would have been received that way if the poster wasn't pushed like it was. I
right.
think they did her an injustice. Even, I mean, it
Okay.
was just unnecessary because the French poster was totally innocent.
Yeah. My thing was in this try in these day and times to where like pedophilia has been put to the forefront as more of it and more of it gets exposed. Why did you choose that poster to run with? That's like you are adding gasoline to the fire. You know what I'm saying? Especially if that's not the basis of the movie. Why advertise it that way? Like that was whoever
Right.
did that needs their head examined.
They definitely need their head examined, and it was a lot of layers to that movie for them to have done that. And I
Mm.
think the original movie poster was the best one. It was them running and they're like jumping and they've got bags and clothes, and
Yeah, they
yeah,
should just left
the
it
little
at
girl
that.
been stealing from her mama and took them shopping. Like, I'm telling you, it's a lot going on. It's a lot. Like, this little girl, she did the most. Like, tried to get her cousin in trouble sexually because
Oh wow.
she had his phone and he asked for his phone back. She started taking her clothes off like she gonna give him some. He's like, move. And she got mad. It's like, no, you can't, girl, little girl.
What is wrong with you?
She took a picture of her hoo-ha and put it on the internet. I mean, it was a lot. When I tell you it was a lot, it was a lot.
What's going on
And
in France, girls?
listen, it's a lot. All of these things happen in this one little movie. All of these things happen in this one little
Lord
movie,
have
and it's
mercy.
like, it's a lot. It's a lot of layers, but I
That's a
really
little
do need to do my movie review on that. I do. I need to do my review, but
like maybe it's a harsh reality, but that's a little D. That's a
yeah,
little.
I mean, she went through, like, and then it just ended stupid, but whatever.
Mm,
You know, I'm not a lazy writer, so my movies would not be like that. They would
right.
not have things that don't make sense. They never get explained, happen. I'm not doing lazy stuff like spill this on his shoe so that he has to have a issue. I'm not
Right.
doing lazy writing. So
Right.
everything
Right.
in my movies will be plausible.
Mm-hmm.
My movie is currently being edited. I am so excited about it. I will be in
No.
you to let you know which songs I'm going to use.
Yeah, because you got both my albums.
Yes, I need you to tell the people a little bit about what's going on with your music.
I am still pushing no filter to no end. I unfortunately lost every file to edit my album, the one I was working on, Scenario. So it's currently a 2-track right now. So it is sitting, and I've been giving it thought that if I was just going to release it as it is. I was going to release it this month, but I'm going to wait.
So what
Maybe
about the album that I have?
that's the one.
So you don't have the files to it?
Mm-mm.
I couldn't send it to you?
The you talking about the Scenarios album, right?
Yeah, the last one.
Yeah. I just lost all my Ableton files to that one are gone. Lost them all. I still got sounds and stuff, and I can literally re-record the whole album if I
Right.
wanted to. But I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to re-record that album. It was in a great space when I made it. So uh, I'm just missing features now. So if these people come in on these features for me, then I'll release it as it is. I was gonna release it this month, but I'm gonna wait because Bryson just dropped.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? And I don't ever like if anybody from Louisville drops, I don't release nothing.
Right.
I wait.
That's
You know.
straight up.
Yeah,
And it ain't that many of us. It ain't that many of you. So
right. It ain't that many
if
of us.
you do it, it was on purpose. It was on purpose.
Well, not even that. It's just, the reality of my music career, right, is like, yeah, I'm an indie. I'm an independent. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Nobody's gonna be bright. Like if you put out an album independently and you're from the same city as Bryson, and you put out an album on the same day as his, you're asking not to be heard for a little bit. Like you're gonna have to like promote. So he's like, you might as well just wait.
like Farrah Fawcett died right before Michael Jackson.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, Farrah, no, baby, you wasn't supposed to go. You know what I mean? You wasn't supposed to.
But the king of pop died at 5:00. It's over for you. We forgot all about you.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the entire world is listening to Bryson's album right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and he got a Drake feature on there too. The only it wouldn't make sense for me to put out anything this month. I'm gonna just let Bryson gonna do his numbers regardless. You know what I'm saying? But it's like for me, business standpoint, I got to make it make sense, and it just does not make sense for me to release anything. For at least this month. Wow, he's blazing right now.
Makes sense.
But I do have an album. It is sitting. Lord willing, I have a possibility of 7 placements coming. Lord willing, they keep these songs. Rico's working on his artist's album, Mia Ariana. I got a couple on there. Her EP should be dropping anytime soon. I don't know when.
Ariana Grande?
No, Mia Ariana is her name.
Yeah, Ariana.
Yeah, she signed to Rico. He has a joint venture with Division One and Epic Records. So she signed through there, through them too. So basically that's been it. It's just working on music, writing. I've been in my feelings this week, so who knows? It might be a no filter. Huh?
Who put you in your feelings?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it for real. It's one of them things where it's like you knew it was gonna happen. You knew it would happen, and then when it actually happens is when you have to deal with, it was gonna happen. Right. So who knows? Like it might be a no filter too coming.
Oh.
I don't know yet though.
We write when we inspire, that's for sure. I did comedy coming out of a bad breakup and killed it. But I needed to get that off, and then it was like I was able to get over it. After I made people laugh about it, and we was all laughing at him like, ha, ha, ha. I felt better. I felt better. Right. Like I got my lick back. Right. He got titty do. He got titties bigger than mine.
But the crazy thing is, it's like, the crazy thing about it is every song that I made on the No Filter album, right? It's like I never thought that I would be on the receiving end of the songs that I made from No Filter. Like granted, I was inspired, certain situations I was in inspired me to write it. Mm-hmm. But to actually listen to the album and be like, golly, like, damn, this is going on right now. Or I feel this way right now. I feel this way right now because of this particular situation that,
No
That
Filter's gonna be one of those albums like you're gonna have a record on there like Ella May did when her song dropped, when her first song dropped, it had been out for a couple of years
yeah.
and nobody just knew about it.
You know what? That's why I was a little timid on. That's why I was reluctant on dropping this one. Or actually working on this one because it has so much life and it did. Then I listened to it and I'm like, it doesn't sound dated. It sounds like it could be a new. It can control the wave still.
Right.
That's what
See, you
that's what
gotta
that.
think like you gotta think like Jay-Z though.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody
Gave
was,
y'all,
they didn't
gave
catch
y'all
on the
prophecy.
reasonable doubt.
Gave y'all what do you say? I gave y'all prophecy on my first joint. Y'all all leaned out.
All laid out.
They didn't
Right.
really
Didn't
appreciate
really
it until
appreciate it
the
till the
second one
second
came.
one came out. So I scratched
Right.
the game out, etched the
That
name
shit
out,
made
put
now.
Jennifer
Put
on
it
top.
on
That's
top.
right.
Drop the album non-stop
Put
for you.
Mr. Nova on top.
Mhm. That's a fact. So
I guess too. So, I really do believe in your talent. I believe that you will succeed on whatever level you attempt to go to. As
thank you.
long as you believe that you can make it, you can make it. But I tell people all the time, if you don't believe it, you'll never achieve it. You'll
That's
never
fact.
ever achieve it. Like
That's
the women that say all men cheat, guess what they're gonna always have? A cheating man.
right.
Because she don't even believe it's possible for her to
Hmm.
have a man that won't cheat. So she's gonna accept things from a man that she shouldn't accept.
Exactly.
So same thing with your career, with anything. If you believe it, you can achieve it.
Right.
And I
I do believe.
definitely believe in
I do.
you.
I appreciate it, man, because I do believe that that album is still it's a late bloomer. Because just for the simple fact, somebody. This is how I'd be knowing. Like whenever I'll put it this way. Thinking about the situation I was dealing with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, two people this week mentioned me in a story, right? And they were listening to Closed Mouths. And I was just like, all right, I'm gonna need y'all not to talk to me right now. Please. Stop talking to me right now. You know? You know what I'm saying? It's like I need y'all to stop talking to me right now. Like get out of get out of my head. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Please get out of my head right now.
Because it's still a hit.
But even more so, it was just because of where my headspace was at.
Right.
And then two people send me that like, yo, this is you showed out on this one, and I'm just like,
Unrelated. Two unrelated people.
yeah, two different unrelated people. One person was just like, yo, I'm listening to this again, this is crazy, and then another one who writes songs as well was just blasting it in her car. And was like, yo, this is, and
Gotta
I'm
feel
just like,
good.
huh?
Gotta feel good.
Yeah, it feels good. It does it feels good that they listening to it, but where my current thinking is right now, the reason why I was like, yo, give me a couple days because mentally I'm a little I'm bejumbled right now.
Right.
And
Discombobulated.
then, right. And then it just so happened that it be Closed Mouths that gets played during me trying to sort it out. It's just like, come on, yo. Like
Y'all
I
got
know
to be,
because I
got to
know
be
it's a message.
kidding me. Like,
Yeah,
where's Ashton? Where's Ashton? Might be
it's
in
like
punk.
right. Am I being punk right now? Because I'm like with where my headspace is right now, and then me trying to figure it out, and then me trying to endure the stuff, and then that is the song
Right.
that gets repeated, and I'm just like, no, don't do this to me right now.
I've heard of signs and signals, but dang.
Yeah, like that's too that is too big of a signal. But the hook is I ain't gonna say the first half of the hook, but closed mouths don't get fed around here, mess around, and you gonna starve around here. And what I mean by that is like if you keep
keep
like
on being, keep on keeping it.
keep on, you're gonna be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, but me being focused on my music career, and being so dedicated to it. There's certain things that I still need to learn how to do as a person. Like as a man, there's certain things I still need to learn how to do.
Like
You know?
communicate effectively.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
So
seem to me to be a person that might throw a bone here or there and expect for her to figure out what that bone means. And
right,
if she just look at the bone and be like,
right. So it's like those are things that you like. Those are things I'm still learning. You know. So for that to be the song, it's just like I can't right now. No, don't do that. Don't do that. It was like I need to be
well,
stern. I
maybe
need.
you need to really, really examine that situation and make sure that there was nothing more that you could have done, or if it's over, is it supposed to be?
I don't know. I don't know, and that's what's nicking me. So I'm
Don't
just like, all right,
yeah,
just
don't get too big of it. Don't get so like if she's a good one and you know she's a good one,
don't be
don't
stupid.
don't be. I don't care
Right.
what nobody else say. You know what she is. You know
Yeah.
what you got with her. Don't
Right.
let
So
nobody else get in your ear. I don't care nothing about no other females that could be out there. I don't care about none of that. It takes a whole lot to get a woman to really, and a man to really decide to care for you.
right.
You don't come off to me as the type that would play with a woman's emotions like that. I take you as a faithful, sincere guy.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Like
could be all the way wrong. You could be a whore, but to me, I take you as a good, honest, and sincere guy. And when you
now my
meet a
guy,
female,
my who here's my thing with me. If I'm in a relationship, I'm with you, that is it. There is no I I can proudly say that every relationship that I've ever been in, I did not cheat. You know what I'm saying? If me and her broke up, right? It
mm,
was it just didn't work. You know, and I have no every woman I've been in a relationship with, there is no bad blood.
right.
You know what I mean? So
It was
yeah,
wrong. We let it go because it wasn't going nowhere. But we
exactly.
still do.
Exactly. So, you know, my ex is a wonderful woman. So she's an amazing woman. You know, and it was like right person, wrong time.
Why is it
Just
wrong?
it was wrong time at that time because of my ego in the sense of being caught up in my work and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
You got to stay
uh,
grounded.
yeah. So for me, it was that's what it was. So you know what? The perfect song to sum up the headspace, the shameless plug. You can listen to it after the joint. Is Somebody Else by Rico Love.
Hmm.
That song right there can kind of like sum it up in a sense.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even if the situation isn't all the way there,
Right.
but the possibility that it could happen is it was what can sting a person the most. You said,
Yeah.
yeah.
You ever hear the little
You cut out. You cut out. There we go. Hold on. I can't hear you. No. Oh, wait. It's me. Is it me?
calls?
Okay, there we
Um,
go.
somebody was trying to call me, so it
Oh,
yeah, from Louisiana. I don't know nobody in Louisiana.
no, she.
Okay, so the dog in the fable, he had a bone, right? And he was
Mm-hmm.
really, really excited that he had his bone. He was gonna take it home and he was gonna work on it. He's gonna eat his bone. He was gonna have him a good time. Well, to get home, he had to cross the pond. Now, the pond, he's standing over the pond and he sees this reflection. So what he sees is another bone.
Oh,
So he says, shoot, it'd be great to have two bones to go
right.
home, And then so he goes after the second bone, but of course it's the first bone,
Mm-hmm.
and it falls in the water, and he loses it and can't find it. So the moral of the story is when you got one good bone, don't be trying to worry about the other ones.
Oh, well,
Keep
see,
the one you got before you
that's not,
lose them both.
yeah, that's not my case. Like, well, the case that mentally where my space is, that wasn't my case. Like,
Okay.
I definitely wasn't the one that was out. I'm definitely not out here searching for another bone. That's not my ordeal. You
So it
know.
wasn't about another female.
Huh?
It wasn't about another female.
No, 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 no. Not in our case. It was my, as a man, my ego in my business and making sure, how like a man want to be able to fully provide.
Ah.
And I let my ego of not being fully able to provide kind of drive me into work, like into super duper work mode, which made me uh fault be faulting in my communication.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So, so it
If
wasn't
you
another
can
woman
dive
that it
into this work, if you can just get this, you can get the next number one hit, you can get the next, and it's very possible.
hmm
You're very capable, so it's not like it's a crazy, like my friend said, she called me today. Her mother said, I got a get rich quick scheme, and I'm gonna be rich in like next 3 weeks. I just need 150 people to sign up.
Oh,
Like,
Lord have mercy.
so yeah, I get it. I get it. You just dug into work a little bit too far and you didn't fully explain why you was having to work so hard or why you wanted to work so hard. And if you had, she probably would have understood and really appreciated the fact that you was just trying to be more for her.
Right.
So now you're probably just gonna wait until you see some things pop and then reach back and see what's going on. Is that what
Yeah.
is that the plan?
Well, I, it's a situation where somebody else got her attention. And, they don't live in the same place, but effort was involved in seeing each other. A lot of effort was involved in seeing each other. So me knowing that, I already got it in my head that I lost. And I shouldn't think that way. I should just be focused on what I need to take care of. And then, we both decided to split, and it's one of those things to where it's like, that's your fault.
You
And
let the
that's
one
your
that
fault.
got away.
Yeah, if if a person is as much effort as that took
Mm-hmm.
for them to see each other, it's like she moved on. So it's like you have to accept that, and it hurts. Like, if that's why close mouse. That's why that song was so daggone. It's like,
Yeah.
why are you choosing to pop up now? Because it's like one or two things. It's like you either gonna say something, even though you don't have, even though you're not where you at, where you want to be, you gonna either risk it all, or you gonna take your lumps, accept your loss, and move forward. But if you do that, you're gonna be hurting like hell
Okay, so
for a little
here's
minute.
my advice to you.
Mm.
Seriously, my serious advice to you is to not try to pull her away from that situation, but just let her know that you realize the error in your ways and that if things don't work out in that situation, you be more than open to seeing where y'all could go because she's not going to forget that she had a faithful man. She's not going to forget that she had a good man. She's not going to forget those things, and she knows how difficult it is. I don't care how much money he has. She knows how important those things are. And if I'm telling you, I wouldn't be with Dave. Dave's money is not why I'm with Dave. Dave doesn't
Right.
have enough money for me to just be with him for his money. I'm sorry. He's still in the six figures. Sorry. Sorry.
Right.
Sign up. Sign up.
Right.
But it's the way he treats me. It's
Yeah.
his morals. It's his integrity. It's those
Right.
things that you can't buy, that you can't implant in somebody. They either have it or they don't. You have it. You have integrity. Like you've never, that means that you do what's right when nobody's looking. That's what integrity is. And it's hard to find people like that. So she's not going to forget that part of you. But you need to explain to her why you were the way you were.
I think
And
what
let her know that you don't want to interfere with anything that could be bringing her happiness.
yeah, that's why.
But you just want her to know that you do understand why it had to be the way it was and you understand where you were wrong. She needs
Right.
to know to understand those things so that that's right here. So that when he mess up right here, she can be like, I'm going back to my booth. And you just keep focusing on your work. Once you tell her these things and you get it off your chest, you're going to feel better anyway.
Right, right, exactly. So that's why I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I think she know because I told her,
Mm-hmm.
and I basically said that it was who she deal with or who she talked to because we've been broken up for a year some change, so it was like we're still friends, we're still cool. She used to reach out a lot. My communication was whack. Uh, So, and then there was certain things that she did ask me, do you see yourself having a family? And I honestly told her, I don't know. I see myself getting married, but a whole family right now, I don't know, just for the simple fact of how crazy the world is right now. And then it's like I find myself asking the question of like, do I want to bring a child into this world in these crazy times right now?
Mm-hmm.
What I
Yeah,
want to do, I don't know. It was like that's a
might
big.
not want them to be, taught in the public school system. You might not, but I think everybody should see themselves in a child. And then this is a great tax deduction. You're gonna need those.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You
You ain't
going big
lying.
places, dog. So you're gonna need them tax deductions. So it's
Oh,
not a
you
bad thing, and it's not as bad, and it's not as like you're older now, so you're not like a teenager.
right.
You would
It's like you don't have.
appreciate
It's
your
like you.
son coming up to you, Daddy, look, I got a truck. You gonna love it, dog. I'm
You don't
waiting on
love
my
it.
grandbaby. No
Right.
more children for me. I'm waiting on grandbabies. I mean, they ain't thinking about me, but my kids, they like, they expensive. You showed us them checks that had child support come out of them, mama. We can't afford it. Like I done traumatized these boys. One of my sons turned 23 today. The oldest one to be 26 next month. It's
And they ain't
kind of
even thinking about it.
ain't nope,
Yeah.
nope.
I mean
Ain't
that,
thinking
that
about it.
that's for sure going to change.
Oh,
Uh,
I let us pray. I just want to see.
man,
But
it was,
yeah, I
hold
do. But
on. Well, my trainer was just sending me the address. My fault.
I don't know, you good. I just wanted to round up and let you give any shout outs you want to give. And if you send me links to put on under this video for them to catch your music or whatever, I would definitely put those links in. Just send them to my inbox.
Absolutely. Say no more. Shout out. Oh, dang, we on. Oh man, we on Facebook, ain't we?
No, not
Uh,
yet.
I was about to say, oh Lord have mercy. It's about to fit, but nah,
Okay,
man.
so you don't want it on your page? Because what I'll do is I'm gonna post it to my page, but I'm not gonna tag you to it. I'm just
We'll
gonna write your name. I
we'll
won't tag you.
we'll see what's going. We'll see. It is
But
what
this
it is.
video's gonna be so long, she ain't gonna get our way to the end. She ain't gonna get our way to the end.
Yeah, she will. She'll watch that whole shebang. She will
Good.
watch it.
I'm definitely gonna post it. I'm definitely gonna tell
You
you because I
silly.
need to
Oh,
watch out.
stop. Nah, man. No, man.
I need
Look,
to watch hours. Yes. And
man,
I'm gonna
stop.
put on there exes. I'm
No,
gonna take exes so that she'll
you
think,
will.
oh, was he talking about me?
You will
Nah.
not. You will not do that because it's just like I said. It's just something that I knew would happen, and I knew I would have to endure when the time came.
I mean, the shiny present on the wall doesn't last forever. The good ones do get picked up pretty doggone quick.
That's
Like,
true.
oh, that was good. This is good. This ain't no fool's gold. This ain't
Ah,
no fool's gold. This ain't no fool's gold.
right, right.
So
But
we're pushing the
yeah, still no filter,
the
still
filter.
know, available on all platforms. Your Spotify, your iTunes, Apple Music, the titles, the Deezer, YouTube.
Right.
Scenarios is definitely done. I just it's about timing and videos. uh,
Right.
but man,
Right.
it just I'll be out here shouting out everybody forever, man. Just shout out to the entire Louisville, Kentucky, everybody that I ride with on a daily basis. Shout out to Division One, Mia Ariana. Uh, you know, congratulations to Bryson Tiller. He just put out an album. I haven't listened to it yet. I've just been so caught up in my music. I ain't had time to listen to it. I'm gonna check that. Go check that out.
Ab-
Boy Amore. Special shout out to Charles Booker. He
Yes.
he asked me to do a virtual concert yesterday. It's still available on the Hood to Holler. Um, the
Right.
entire show is on there. Um, man, shoot, Amore King, uh, shoot the whole TIO family. Um,
Clean cut.
yeah, it's a clean cut. Amore,
Oh my
Blue
goodness.
Eyes.
He's got I'm putting him and Amore King's Black Magic in my movie.
That's fire. That's
To
super
put
fire.
it on the sex scene, it's gonna be so dope.
That's gonna be hard. That's gonna be super hard.
Listen,
But
listen.
yeah, but look, if I didn't shout you, I rock with y'all.
Absolutely.
When it comes to shout outs, I'm just bad with shout outs.
Right, 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 right. And everybody else that I love. That should
Right.
be everybody.
Everybody I love. Mom, pop, my brother, you know what I'm saying? Family, all the whole nine, man. The whole nine.
Right. Well, shoot, I do appreciate you, Mr. Nova.
I
And
appreciate you.
I appreciate you giving me your $5.02. And I knew I was gonna get you to talk about it.
Oh
That's
Lord. I shouldn't have
how
said nothing.
slick I am. That's how slick I
Yeah.
am.
You better edit it all out too. Just talk
Uh,
about it all the way
uh-uh.
up to the album and then cut the rest.
That was good stuff. I would put that on a separate link.
Yeah. Make that a whole different segment. Let it put that out like months from now and shit.
Look, it might give me some time.
Yeah, give me time. Give me
I'm
time.
not gonna do that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie to you. You're a public
Man,
eye. I need the people want to know what's going on. And
man,
these
look,
women, they need to know that you're a faithful man. They need to know all of these things.
that if they know me, they know that. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
it is, well, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm healing. I'm healing right now.
Said I'm
I'll be
healing
good. I'll be good after I heal. But right now, wound is slowly closing up. I knew it was something I would have to deal with when the time came.
at some point, right?
Yeah.
But there's you never say never. So it's all
Hey,
good.
I just look. It's just me, my music. I'm focused on my music. You know what I'm saying? I'll just, I'm gonna just
Ain't go
keep it
wrong.
there. I'm gonna just keep it there. I'm gonna just keep it on my music. You know what I mean?
Well, all right, my baby. Well, I do appreciate you, and I will talk to you soon. We got to do this again.
I'm
We got to.
down. No more. You just let me know when. We got it. We can do it.
All right, I appreciate you.
All right,
Peace.
peace.